from the Bayou State of Louisiana. Here at Cajun Roots Reseller, you make me an offer and I'll take it. You got the dollars, go see Johnny, he's got it all. Let him have it with no problem. See the special man, see the special man. You got the dollars, make me an offer. New England Kajun Roots, Johnny understands. Johnny understands. Let him have it with no problem. See the special man, see the special man. I say, I say, I say. Who says I say, I say? Johnny says I say, I say. When everyone says no, Johnny say yes. Special man.
First in the mornings, originally from the Bayou State of Louisiana.
I got my coffee, I got my dollars, and I'm looking for deals. Am I at the right place?
I say, here at Cajun Roots Reseller, you give me an offer and I'll take it.
Bless you, my child. Let me introduce myself. I'm Sister Mary Agnes. You may have heard about me from my friend Cajun Roots Reseller, Johnny. I met Johnny many years ago when he was purchasing furniture from Frankie and Johnny's in Louisiana. They were not going to give him credit, and I vouched for him. I said, let him have it with no problem. He's got the dollars. See the special man.
Let him have it with no
You got
problem.
the dollars, go see Johnny, he's got it all. Let him have it with no problem. See the special man.
Hello, I'm Johnny's Dough Girl. I'm here to say subscribe, hit the bell, not my belly button, and share out his shows. Always give him a thumbs up. You can even become a member. Buy him a coffee and follow his other channels like the cooking shows, my favorites, his fur babies, and more. Leave a comment, and when you watch a video, you're showing him your support.
Hi, I was looking for some jewelry. I'm going to be getting married soon. No, I don't have any credit.
Well, here at Cajun Roots Reseller, if you own a fixed income, even if it's on a sale, in the Cajun Roots Reseller eBay store, guess what? Send an offer. We'll let you have it with no problem.
Johnny has many auctions, chat shows, in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, and all are welcome. But there's no drama or negativity tolerated on any of his channels. Now go, child, with my blessings. Watch Cajun Roots Reseller. Love always. Be kind to one another, and have a blessed day.
First in the mornings, originally from the Bayou State of Louisiana. Here at Cajun Roots Reseller, you make me an offer and I'll take it. You got the dollars, go see Johnny, he's got it all. Let him have it with no problem. See the special man, see the special man. You got the dollars, make me an offer. New England Kajun Roots, Johnny understands. Johnny understands. Let him have it with no problem. See the special man. Let him have it with no problem. See the special man.
Hello, good morning, and welcome on this TGIF, where it's currently 33 degrees here in Massachusetts, and it was cold overnight. First in the chat was Carol. She said, bye, right? And good morning, hello, and welcome, Carol. How are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome, Regina. Hello, good morning, and welcome, and how are you doing? Where did yesterday go away? Amen. Enjoy the moment. That's right. Amen on that one. I like those that you put in the chats. I'm not sure why she's saying that to Jay, because I don't think he's here yet. I didn't see him anyway. Marlene, hello, good morning, and welcome, and how are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome. Johnny didn't sound like the road trip. Yeah, right. About that. Why I don't see it in here? Oh, right here. Yeah. Lori Chase sent that to me. Evidently they had that grand opening on August the 30th. That was the first time I heard it. It looks like an old Big Lots building. She sent it to me on Facebook, so I looked it up. A lot of stuff in there. Let's see. Yeah, that would be. But we need to get together on that one. 10-minute countdown. Miss Denise, hello, good morning, and welcome, and how are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome. And Scarlett, hello, good morning, and welcome. I saw you in my Auntie Mama's morning show. She's like, who's Scarlett? And Michael, hello, good morning, and welcome, and how's your trip in Dallas going? Good to see you. Robert's in the house. Hello, good morning, and welcome. Good to see y'all all. Little Debbie, hello, good morning, and welcome, and how are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome. Renee, hello, good morning, and welcome, and how are you doing? How's that weather been in Florida? I heard it's been a little cold down there. Baby Girl Vibes, hello, good morning, and welcome, and how are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome. Jennifer, hello, good morning, and welcome. Please hit the thumbs up. That'd be greatly appreciated. I will marry you. Oh, that was so sweet. Let's see, Johnny. Yeah, the 28th will be 6 years I've been on YouTube now. And it's official. My other channel, the one I started with that got taken away and took me 3.5 years to get it back, it's officially monetized. I got to work on the other ones next. Ellen, hello, good morning, and welcome, and how are you doing? Good to see you. Deep thoughts for the day. The moment you start acting like life is a blessing, it starts feeling like amen on that one. That's a good one. Thank y'all for putting those in the chat, by the way. I like that when y'all do that. Everybody saying hello and good morning. Desert Rose. His life is like a playground. Danielle, hello, good morning, and welcome, and how are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome. And Jeffrey, hello, good morning, and welcome, and how are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome. Terry Bear, hello, good morning, and welcome, and how's that weather down in the Netherlands? Good to see you. Welcome. Angela, hello, good morning, and welcome, and how are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome. Yes, cold. Yeah, I heard it's been cold down there. Oh, okay. Yeah, you got to protect them. Out on the Dallas Strip till 2 a.m. last night. What? As long as you're having fun, that's all that matters. I'll be on Josie's Place today at 4 Central. Jennifer's dropping those links. Make sure you set those reminders. Also, I just want to do a couple of service announcements. Don't forget, if you are on eBay and you have a store level coupon, make sure you start using it before you lose it, because we've only got less than a month and a half left for this quarter of Q4 to get your free shipping supplies. And Glenn, hello, good morning, and welcome, and how are you doing? And how's that weather down in Louisiana? Also, if you would like to be on the December 27th Reseller Community Shop Hop, I only have 4 spots left for December 27th. If you would like to be on that one, make sure you do email me at CajunRootsReseller@gmail.com and then put that in the subject line. Hot again? Wow. And if you would like to be on the Hump Day auction, as of right now, this moment, I only have 2 spots left. I am booked till April the 15th, where I got 15th and the 22nd open with 1 person available for both the 15th and the 22nd of April. If you would like to be on the Hump Day auction, only available right now, that's left as of right now, is April 15th and April 22nd. Other than that, I'm booked till then. Let's see. Miss Craig, hope you can come back. Cheryl, hello, good morning, and welcome, and how are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome. I saw him a little while this morning in Auntie Mama's live. All right. We have a good lineup this morning, so we're going to go right into today's program. I want to thank y'all who sent in those links. We'll start with, and I did not see her in the chat yet. I'm glad he is. Yeah, it got too much. Yeah. The first items I'm going to show is from Al. Al's full shelf shop sent in a couple of items that she sold on What Night, and that's what we're going to start with. So, without further ado, let's get into today's program.
It's time for everybody's favorite segment where we ask,
Would you buy it or would you leave it?
the game show that asks, when you're out and about sourcing, would you buy it for resale? How much you would pay for it? Or would you leave it? And now the host of Would You Buy It or Would You Leave It, Johnny Cajun Roots Reseller.
And I saw a comment come in from Cheryl. Where it went. Where were you at? Oh, my crazy video got about 368 views, most ever. Well, I'm going to check it out. Yeah, I'm going to have to check that one out. Let's see. Was that a short or a regular video? I'll have to check it out. All right, let me get this board together, add the screenshot, the monitor. Let's move this over, and we'll do this setup. Auntie Mama Raid. Well, thank y'all for coming on in, Nana. How are you doing, Donna? Good to see you. Welcome. All right. So let me take that comment off. Angie, hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome. All right. Let me get off the calendar and go straight into the items. This first item was sold on Whatnot. This is an alabaster duck in green, carved. Show you the pictures. All that detail. Genuine alabaster, hand carved in Italy. Hand carved in Italy. So would you buy this or would you leave it? If you were to buy it, what would be the most you'd pay for it and how much you think it's sold for? It is also 3 inches tall. It is 3 inches tall. All right, let's see what the chat is saying. All right, Robert says he'd pick it up for 4 and sell it for 20. Oh, you think I need to lighten up on that? Okay, I think it went too far, and I think I needed to do what I had to do, little Debbie. Sorry about that, but yeah, I did lighten up. Too long. It took me too long to do it, too. Regina says pick this up for 3 and sell it for 45. Or give it to my sister. Carol says pick this up for 5 and sell it for 45. Jay, hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome. Glenn says pick this up for 50 cents and sell it for $9.95. Danielle says I would pick this up for 5 and sell it for 38. I've seen lots of pictures of social media with this exact face. There's Jay. Yep. It's pretty green, yeah. Angie said she would pass. Angie, hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome. And Ms. Denise says I'd pick it up for $5 and sell it for 36. I'm waiting for Cheryl's to come in. She said she would pick this up for 5 and sell it for 45. And little Debbie, I'll look at it this way. Whenever you attack me, I'm okay with it for a little while. But when you start attacking people in my chat, that's a whole different ball game. I had to nip it in the bud. They went too far. All right, so this was sent in by Al's Full Shelf Shop. She sold this on Whatnot. She picked it up at a yard sale last year in September or October for 50 cents. And she sold it for $12. Sold it for $12. Ashley, hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to see you. Thank you, Angie. Ashley, good morning, hello, and welcome. And I have several people who told me that they would stop coming because of what was going on. So I had to nip it in the bud when I had to. Well, as the show must go on, the next item is also sent in by Al's Full Shelf Shop. This is a alabaster bird, and it's more like an auburn orange color. It is 4 inches across and 3 inches tall, hand carved in Italy. Oh, but Jennifer, he's gone. He went way too far. It was okay for a while, but he was getting too much into it, and I'm not going to keep pushing the issue. Here's the pictures. You can only go so far, and after that, it's got to get taken care of. Hand carved in Italy. You can do it all you want on your channel, but not here. All right, so Regina says, pick this up for, where it went? Right here. She says, pick this up for 50 cents and sell it for 15. Glenn says, also pick it up for 50 cents and sell it for $14.95. Ashley says, if I had them both, I'd keep them. Robert says 50 cents and give it to his sister. Ashley says, well, if the green, wait, where it went? The chat flew on me. An orange bird, I'm going to keep them. Andrew says, pick it up for $1 and sell it for 20. Looks like it was hard carved out of meatballs. Yes, indeed. Danielle says, also pick it up for $5 and sell it for 30. Kevin says, I'd pick it up for 50 cents and I'd sell it for 20. Miss Denise says, I'd pick this up for $2 and sell it for 16. Amen. Thank you, Jesus, Scarlett. That's right. Cheryl says, pick this up for 50 cents and sell it for $14. Anyone else? Again, it's 3 inches tall by 4 inches across. This also sold on Whatnot for Al's Shelf Shop, Full Shelf Shop. Again, she picked this one up for 50 cents at the garage sale, the same as the one before this one. And again, she only paid 50 cents for it. And she sold this one for also $12. Jeffrey says, I did change my thumbnail for tomorrow and it is set up for 10. Okay, Jeffrey, cool. Awesome. All right, this next item is also sent in by Al's Full Shelf Shop. And this is a salt and pepper shaker, snail salt and pepper shakers. These are originally from Cracker Barrel. No call outs. Never used, was only for display. Let me show the pictures. Cute. Different. There's the bottom. The covers are still there. All right, so would you buy these or would you leave it? If you were to buy it, would be the most you'd pay for it and how much you think they sold for. They look a little small, but they're cute. As I get to the next page over here. Okay, let's see what the chat's saying. Jeffrey says, pick this up for $5 and sell it for 10. Melinda, hello, good morning, and welcome in. Tell Sweet Zane I said hello. Oh, I love these. These are cute. She's taking all your money. Yeah, she's been doing a lot of Whatnot auctions, and these are the ones that I believe she either sold on her Whatnot or in her storefront. Glenn says, pick this up for $1 and sell it for $17.95. Danielle says, pick this up for $4 and sell it for $16. Regina says, I'd pick this up for $2, but sell it for $12. Cheryl says, pick this up for $1, sell it for $15. Angie says, I'd pick this up for $1 and sell it for $12. Robert says, pick this up for 59 cents and sell it for $12. Miss Denise says, I'd pick this up for $1 and sell it for 15. Jeffrey, you can, but Jennifer's been dropping everybody's links. But yeah, you can do that. You never heard of Whatnot? Yeah, Whatnot's pretty popular. Girl, you can go broke on there. Especially when people start stuff at low prices, like $1, $2. Yeah. All right, so this one she picked up at Cracker Barrel for herself. She bought it down for her collection. She
took it out of her collection to make room. She added them to her Whatnot shop earlier this month. They were 49 cents plus tax. She paid 52 cents for this. And she sold this set for $7. Sold it for $7. All right. Take that one off the store. And now we're going to head on over to Cheryl. Cheryl sent this next item in. It's a Disney item. Yeah, those were, why Regina what? She had to go stop going on Whatnot? Why, Regina? All right, so this next item was sent in by Cheryl. Hey, Jim. It is a Disney Junior Mickey Mouse Clubhouse FM wireless microphone, brand new in package. A Disney Mickey Mouse microphone, Clubhouse, FM. That's interesting. It also transmits your voice through any FM radio, portable and cordless. Mickey Mouse Clubhouse FM wireless microphone. Would you buy this or would you? I know at first I thought it was a PEZ machine. I had to read the description. That's what I thought it was. Spending too much money. That's why I had totes of jewelry. Okay. That'll definitely do it, Regina. Angie says, pick this up for $1 and sell it for $12. Yeah, that's what I thought so too when I first saw the picture. Yep. Ashley says, pick this up for $2 and sell it for $14.99. That's what when I first saw the picture, without looking at the description, that's what I thought it was too. Jeffrey says, pick this up for $30 and sell it for $70. Regina says, pick this up for $1 and sell it for $16. Yeah, I did too. Robert says, pick this up for $1, but sell it for $15. Danielle says, I'd pick it up for $1, but I would sell it for $10. Yeah. All right, Glenn, don't work too hard. Yeah, it can be if you're not careful. Carol says, pick this up for $1 and sell it for $20.69. There's a lot of people who collect little critters, especially like in salt and pepper shakers. It's a thing. You know, a lot of people who collect salt and pepper shakers. Yeah. Some people also do it like just critters, which is pretty cool. Miss Denise says, pick it up for $1 and sell it for $5. Is that right, Miss Jim? No, that must be something else. Yes, I mod for Tammy and see many of the same buyers keep buying. Okay. Yeah, Tommy was pretty good. I think he's taking a break now for a while. Wait, what, Jeffrey? When I do my live tomorrow, holding my cell phone sideways when I do my live stream tomorrow. Okay, you do whatever you want. Till February. That's what I thought. All right, so this she picked up at, let's see here, where she picked this up at. She got this lot of Disney from a local auction, and she paid $5 for the lot, and it had about 6 different pieces. And this one took 7 months to sell. So she had 6 pieces into it, and she only paid $1 for the lot, $5 for the lot, and had 6 pieces in it. And she sold this one for full asking price of $25.99. Pretty good. She had $5 into the lot of 6 items and sold it for $25.99. Is Patrick here yet? This next item was sent in by Patrick Murphy. This is a creepy clown doll, found photos, vintage 1980. It's a photo now. It's not the actual plush. It's a photo of these creepy clown dolls. That's definitely an old picture there. December 1980. You can still see the texture on the picture too. All right, so again, this is a photo. Interesting, but okay. Let's see. I thought of you last night. The auction was 69. Let's see. Wow, we is right. All right, Miss Denise says, leave it. Robert says, leave it and run away. Regina says, for free and sell it for $6. It will be horizontal tomorrow. Okay. Past this photo has its evil spirits attached to it. Look, I don't put nothing past Patrick selling on eBay. Michael says, pick it up for $1 and sell it for 10. Free found. Sell it for $15.69. Jeffrey says, pick this up for $5 and sell it for 20. I agree with Robert, but I'm not Patrick. Angie says, leave it. Cheryl says, for free and sell it for 8. Is that bozo? No, it could be, but no, it just looks like maybe a porcelain head, porcelain hands. I don't know. It's got yellow hair, so I'm not sure. It could be. It almost looks like homemade. The other one looks like a homemade doll. Carol, I am picking up on those 69s. Angie said, Michael says, photo, $10. You get the ghost for free. Jennifer says, I think we should ban 69 in the chat. Yeah, you're right about that. Pictures of Facebook. All right, so this one he had for free. He listed it back on August 31st. It did sell for full asking price. And the description is very me. When I started, I do my best. Standard photo, copy paste. All right. So again, it's free to him. And he sold this for full asking price. Are y'all ready for this? $23.50 for that photo. And it's just a photo. Again, you never know what people are going to buy. And if you ever want to know what Patrick has in his store, definitely go check out his store. It's amazing what he has in his store that he sells. Yeah. So check out his store, y'all. Actually, let me do this. Here is the link to Patrick's eBay store. Don't forget to drop your links to the platforms you sell on, please. All right, there's Patrick's link to his store. All right, now, the next item's coming up. This is Betsy Johnson's 3 pairs of set of reading glasses, 2 point, plus 2 point, plus 2. Glasses, black, red, and cheetah reader glasses, set of 3, new in box. These are 2 point, plus 2. Set of 3 reading glasses, Betsy Johnson. Would you buy these or would you leave it? If you would buy it, would be the most you'd pay for it and how much you think they sold for. Patrick's amazing with the stuff he sells. That's right about that. All right, and there's his store right there, so go check him out. And of course he did. Yep, he is amazing. Ashley said, pick this up for $8 and sell it for $40. Robert says, leave it. Patrick is amazing. It's amazing on what he sells. Leave it, says Angie. Miss Denise says, I picked this up for $5 and sell it for $45. Anyone else? Regina says she'd pick this up for $3 and sell it for $25. All right. Any other guess? Cheryl says pick this up for 4 and sell it for 25. Also, just to let y'all know, I am still running a 35 or 30% off sale of the look in my eBay store, and it ends tomorrow at midnight. Or no, 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right, so this one I picked up on an online YouTube auction from Miss Virtual Shopkeeper DD. I did pay $6 for them. I did take an offer because I had these listed for 2 years. So I let her have it for on Poshmark. Sold it for $19. Yes. I did pay 6. Took an offer of 19. I had it listed for 2 years. It was time to get rid of it. All right, our next item up to show. This is, the brand is called Buckwear, B-U-C-K wear. This is an extra large t-shirt with crawfish, black, we the people eat mud bugs. It is a t-shirt that's extra large. We eat mud bugs. It's not single stitch. It's your regular t-shirt. It is in black. Yes, I did not iron or ink or wrinkle out. I should have, but I didn't. There's the tag, made in Mexico. It was still new with tag. Buckwear is the brand. Pit to pit was 22.5. The length was 27.5. So would you buy this or would you leave it? If you were to buy it, what would be the most you pay for it and how much you think it's so far? Larry's birthday is Sunday. Yep. Thank you, Jennifer. I do have a sale running until tomorrow. Ashley says, pick this up for $5 and sell it for $24.99. Regina said, leave it. Miss Denise says, I'd pick this up for $1 and sell it for $21. When is Larry's birthday? It's this Sunday. Yeah, it's this Sunday. It's on the Up Out community calendar. I think it is. Yep. This Sunday. Nope. Hold on. I'm in the wrong month. Yeah, this Sunday. Tomorrow is Just Me Kathy's birthday. Tomorrow. And on Monday is Bonnie's Creative Gift Ideas' birthday and Mr. Stephanie's birthday on Monday. All right, let's get back to the chat. Andrew says I would pass. Yeah, it is Sunday. Yep. You're welcome. Robert said $1 and keep it. Now I want a crawfish boil. I need to change my calendar. Well, thank you so much for being a member for 12 months, Miss Ashley. Larry's been doing his morning 24/7. When did you start doing 24/7? I saw him on my main page yesterday or this morning, and I didn't see him live. Interesting. 24/7 live. Wow. Keep the shirt. Keep for a sleep shirt. Okay. Wait, he started doing a 24 hours, 24/7? He must be trying to get his watch hours back. Interesting. All right. This item was, I got it for free. And I don't like wearing t-shirts that choke me around the neck, so I listed it. I got this one for free. And I sold it for $30.70 because I did send an offer to a watcher. I think it's just a live feed on the sky. Oh, okay. Interesting. I typed crawfish, but my phone keeps changing into crayfish. Oh, I love it. Okay. Al, hello, good morning and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome. That was a good sale. You can't eat crawfish? I just don't like the mess. Big Barn, what's up, JJ? Hello, good morning and welcome. Long time no see. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How are you doing? Y'all need to check them out. Do you still do your weekly or daily live shows? Good to see you, sir. All right. Yep, that one sold for $30.07. All right, this next item is a Hot Wheels 100% black box. It is of a 34 Ford Highboy Coupe car, 2000 new sealed, and the color of it is in purple with the flames. It did come with the hard acrylic case with it. Includes the hard acrylic case. It is still sealed. Never been busted open. And it's of a purple color with the flames. Limited edition for adult collectors. Yeah, it's good to see you this morning, big barn. Yeah, JJ. Cheryl says pick this up for $5 and sell it for $22. Miss Denise says pick this up for $3 and sell it for $24.95. Yes, they do auctions still. Okay. I haven't seen them. I need to check and make sure I'm still subscribed to you then. Because I haven't been getting notifications, which I've been having to check everybody. Yeah, for some reason it's under none. I'm subscribed, but not all notifications. That's why. I got it. I got you back. I got it back. Ashley says pick it up for $5 and sell it for $29.99. And it still makes videos. Yeah, I just changed my notification back to all. For some reason it was under none. Robert says pick this up for $3 and sell it for $20. Andy says I'd pick this up for $2 and sell it for $25. Carol says pick this up for $4 and sell it for $26.69. Yeah, I'm already subscribed, but for some reason my notifications were set on none. And I usually set everything to all. I check that every time I see somebody come in. I'm not sure of. This one I picked up on a lot of Hot Wheels from, I don't know if y'all remember, what was his screen name? He used to do shows with, it's Gary. I can't remember his name. Tom? No, not Tom. Was it Tom? I can't remember his channel name. Gary, Westside Gary. He used to do shows with Gary where he used to do a lot of albums and things like that. No, not Chris the Goose. He also had a thing where he did with his dad with race cars and old cars. Tom Cruise. That's who it was. I bought this from Tom as a lot on one of his auctions. My cost was $1.37. My cost on this from Tom when I bought this was, who's Tom Cruise? That's it. Yep. I paid $1.37 for it in this lot that I bought. Each one came out to $1.37. And this one sold for, I did send an offer to a watcher, and sold it for $19.99. You kissed Tom Cruise? What? Yeah, it's who's Tom Cruise. Yep. All right, y'all, this next item. Susie, hello, good morning, and welcome, Susie. Dragonfly is in the house. Good morning, hello, and welcome. All right, this next item is a vintage piece. This is a West Germany ornate crystal rhinestone with full pearl stoned filigree necklace. We're going to show the pictures. Let me see if I can enlarge this. Wait, no, I can't get to the picture. There we go. Beautiful blue. And it had this beautiful design on it, including the necklace. That's the side view. I love the setting on it, the prong set. And the clasp, it was a cool clasp too. So would you buy this or would you leave it? If you were to buy it, what would be the most you'd pay for it and how much you think it's sold for? And I'm going to leave it there so you can see it when I go bring it up back this way. There we go. All right, let's see here. Robert says, leave it for Johnny. It is gorgeous. It was a beautiful piece. Denise says, pick this up for $5 and sell it for $49.95. Who sold that? I did. The stuff I'm showing you now was what I sold. I sold this. Now, I'm just going to say this. I brought it up to auction. Nobody bought it, so I listed it, which I do a lot of whenever somebody doesn't buy something that I show on auctions. I automatically list it. I don't waste time. Yeah, this was listed on eBay. This is from me. I sold this. All the stuff I'm going to show that I just showed, like the crawfish t-shirt, the Hot Wheel, and now these are all what I sold. Andrew says, pick this up for $5 and sell it for $40. It's got to be $3.69. Keep it for or $10.60. Jennifer says $5 and keep it. Regina says $10 and buy it for $10 and sell it for $65. Danielle says I would keep it. That's because people don't like to pay a lot on YouTube. That's okay. That's all right. I had this for like $28 that I showed it for online on a YouTube auction. I'm fine with either way. It doesn't matter. But I like to bring discounts to the YouTube first. If they don't buy it, it doesn't bother me. I'll list it. And that's what happened with this one. I'm good with it either way. Because even at the price I had it for 28, I would have made a profit anyway. It didn't matter. But that's okay. That's why I just listed. Any other guess? Remember, this is a West Germany piece. I look at it this way. If I bring it to auction and somebody buys it and I make a profit and they can turn around and make a profit, I'm fine with it. It's all good. I picked this up Al says, pick this up for $15 and sell it for $65. And this is why I like bringing this kind of stuff on here to show y'all what things are selling for. That's why I like doing this on Friday. And Al says, pick this up for $15 and sell it for $65. All right, this one I picked up in a private YouTube auction buy. And I say private because it was after a YouTube auction. We got together from Miss Nancy, Miss Ivy Vintage Market. My cost into this piece, after everything I bought and divided it by the amount I paid for it, came out to $5.20 of my cost on this piece. I hope y'all sitting down. I hope y'all watching this by sitting down. Because, again, I only paid $5.20. And I did take an offer. And she even left me a 5-star review the day she got it. Also, what is your shop name? I was looking for it. It's in my Al. I paid $5.20. Sold it on Poshmark with an offer somebody sent me, and I said, let them have it with no problem for $170. I'll let them have it for $170. I had it listed for $195. And they sent me the offer of $170, and I accepted it immediately. I sure did. Yes! I listed it the same day it didn't sell. The next morning it was listed. Yeah. All right. I would have kept invited for. Yeah, exactly. Right. Do you remember how much y'all offered on auction? $28. I offered to sell it for $28. Starting bid. It was a starting bid of $28. She said, I do. Oh, there's more coming. All right. The next item. This is a vintage Liz Claiborne enamel flower, blue and green silver tone brooch. Ashley. All right, this is a Liz Claiborne vintage brooch. It's got the LC marking, silver tone. Would you buy this or would you leave it? If you were to buy it, would be the most you'd pay for it and how much you think it's sold for. Yeah, Al, drop your link. Everybody drop links to those platforms you sell on, please. Johnny would have picked it up before I got there. Yeah, you right about that. Yep. Thank you, Angie. There's a whatnot link, y'all. That is amazing. Yeah, it was. Let's see. Ms. Denise says, pick this up for $5 and sell it for $26. I sure would have. Yep. Angie says, pick this up for $5 and sell it for $30. Al says $6 into keeping it. It is pretty. Yeah, it was really pretty. Don't forget to drop your links to platforms you sell on. Question, does anyone sell on Etsy? I do. Sales haven't been good on Etsy lately. I haven't had any sales in about a week or so. Ashley says, keep it or sell it. Pick it up for $5 and sell it for $14.99. Danielle says, I'd pick this up for $5 and sell it for $33. I know there's several of y'all who sell on Etsy. I automatically have mine on auto renew on my listings because it's every 3 months anyway. Or is it 2 months? I think it's 3 months. Thank you, Cheryl. Yeah, I have mine automatically until sold. There's Cheryl's Etsy store. I had them all set for manual. Oh, okay. I don't know. I got mine set for auto. That way I got to sit there and redo it. Cheryl says, my Etsy store, I think Randy sells on Etsy too. Yes. Etsy store is very small, but hey, that's all that matters. You got to keep working at it. I think they changed it. It's maybe either 3. I'm not sure how long, but I know usually it used to be 3 months. So I think they did change it to 4. But yeah, I have mine automatically. Even when I cross post, I put it on auto renewal. I had to add more. Yeah. All right. So this piece I picked up from Debbie and Max Go Thrifting through a lot that I bought from them. My cost on this was $1.25. My cost on the lot was $1.25. Now, on this one, I was running a 30% off sale, and this is where it was sold during that 30% off sale last weekend. It was Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, the 8th. And this one sold with an offer of the 30% off sale for $18.37 on the 30% off sale. And I think right now I have to look again, but I am running a sale, and I run it 3 days in a row, take it, and then start a new one the next day. That one also sold on 30% off. Even on 30% off, you can still make a profit. All right, the next item up to show is another vintage piece. Now this one is signed 1995, Maurice Miller. And it's pewter, and it's called Angel of Song Brooch Pendant. It's a combination of a brooch and a pendant. And I'll show you the pictures. Again, this is another item I brought up to auction. Did not sell, so I listed it. Some things like this I only show once. Doesn't sell, it gets listed. Now there's where you're going to see the top here's a brooch, your pendant portion right here. It goes through both wings. There's your link for the bales for the chain. It's silver and gold tone. There's your signature right here and the date. right there. I had to take different angles because it was so bright on that silver tone. There it is, right there. All right, let's see what the chat's saying now. Another one Johnny gets to first. That's my mascot. Ashley says, pick this up for $6 and sell it for $14.99. Miss Denise says, pick this up for $5 and sell it for $21. Angie's Oddity says, I pick it up for $3 and sell it for $22. Al says, I'll pick this up for $1.50 and sell it for $22.30. Regina says, pick this up for $3 and sell it for $55. All right, this one I picked up on an estate sale in a lot of jewelry in a bag. Cheryl says she would pick this up for $3 and sell it for $18. Now, this one I did pick up at a estate sale at the checkout area where they had the jewelry in bags. My cost was 48 cents. I did bring this to auction for one time and one time only. Started the bid at $22. I listed it the very next day because it didn't sell. And this one sold for, and this also sold for on 30% off or 35. 30% off sale. And I sold it for $47.77 on the 30% off sale that I ran. I had it listed for $68.25 and they got it with a 30% off sale for $47.77. Only because it was a 30% off sale. So you never know what's going to be in that 30% off sale. You might want to check it out. Oh, Carol says she would have picked it up for $2 and sell it for $75.69. Wowza again. Patrick, hello, good morning and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to see you. The dollars are running. Awesome, Cheryl says. And the reason I'm mentioning some of these is because that you never know what they're going for. And I'm just bringing deals up first. And if they don't sell, I don't get upset about it because the very next day they're getting listed. Like right now, I have everything ready for this weekend that's getting listed that didn't sell this past week on the auctions that I was on. They're ready to be listed. Drafts are ready to go. I just got to take pictures. All right. That's why it doesn't bother me. I don't mind listing. But I like to bring the profits and get y'all some good deals first. All right. This sold on Poshmark. This is the Rudolph the movie Sam the Snowman ornament, Midwest of Cannon Falls from 1999, new in box, sold on Poshmark. And I'll show you the pictures. The box was a little disarray, but it was still new in the box. So would you buy this or would you leave it? If you were to buy it, what would be the most you'd pay for it and how much you think it sold for? Robert says pick this up for $3 and sell it for $20. I don't remember what the size was on this one. I think it was about 3 inches tall. Cannon Falls is in Minnesota. Lenore, hello, good morning and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome. Denise says, Miss Denise says, I picked this up for $1 and sell it for $56. Cheryl says, pick it up for $2 and keep it, which is what I did. Wait, did you buy this, Cheryl? No, that's not you. Girl had to look and see what they label, who bought it. Angie says, pick this up for $3 and sell it for $25. Danielle says, I'd pick this up for $5 and sell it for $29. Oh, okay, Cheryl. Girl, you had me looking to see who bought it. She said, no, I have one. Okay. Because I don't really look at the names of who buys things. I just put the label on it and ship it out. I try to anyway. Every now and then a name catches my eye. Regina says, pick this up for $2 and sell it for $15. This one I picked up at a citywide, nope, this was a estate sale in a bulk buy, which I love doing when we go to estate sales. I take my IKEA bags, fill it up, and they tell me what they want for the whole bag, and I pay it. Well, my cost on this one was $1.12 that I bought at a estate sale bulk buy. $1.12, and I sold this to an offer that sent me an offer to a watcher that sent me that offer, and I accepted. I let him have it with no problem for $30. Let him have it for $30. All right, this next item is also something that ran into a 35% off sale that I was running on Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday of this week. This was my 35% off sale that I ran on Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. All right, Donna, thank you so much. Have a great weekend. All right, this is the Falcon Marvel Titan Hero Falcon Winter Soldier 12-inch figurine, Captain America Sam Wilson. 12 inches. This did sell on a 35% off sale that I was running on Sunday, Monday, and this past Tuesday. The box was in a little disarray, but that's okay. Would you buy this or would you leave it? If you were to buy it, what would the most you'd pay for it and how much you think it sold for? Miss Denise Carol says, pick this up for $2 and sell it for $19.69. That was pretty cool. Yeah. I liked it. It was nice. Angie says, pick this up for $2 and sell it for $15. Robert says, leave it. Miss Denise says, pick it up for $2 and sell it for $32. Regina says, pick this up for $4.99 and sell it for $15.25. This one and the next one I'm going to show you, somehow I did not put it in my sale, and it got in there somehow. And I think I know what I did wrong, but that's okay. I heard when I ended that sale and started a new one. But I know how to do it because they changed the way you do sales, and I don't like it, but that's okay. It's sold. And I have them all left for this one anyway. So, but this one did see, Cheryl says, pay $5 and keep it. This one I picked up on a retail arbitrage on clearance at Wally World for $9. And this one did sell with a 35% off discount. And I sold it for $18.44. That's a 30% off sale. It's still on 30% off sale now. I got 5 left. All right. This next one is the Shazam. This is the Thunder Punch Shazam 12-inch action figure. It did have sound and the chest lights up. DC Comics. I did have to change the batteries in it because somebody must have pulled that little tab in the back of it out. And of course, it ran the batteries out. So I didn't change the batteries until it sold. But I did have it for the pictures. So I did have to change the 3 little watch batteries in it. So it'll work when I sent it out. It does have the little cloth cape in the back. You squeeze the legs and it makes noise and sounds and all kind of stuff. It did 20 plus sounds and phrases is what this does. And the chest lights up in the yellow when you squeeze his legs, his thighs. So would you buy this or would you leave it? If you were to buy it, what would be the most you'd pay for it and how much you think it's sold for? Miss Denise says she would pick this up for $5 and sell it for $26. And this one also sold on a 35% off discount sale. All right, Jay. All right. Let's see. Carol says pick this up for $5 and sell it for $75.69. Robert says pick this up for $2 and sell it for $18. Regina says pick this up for $7.45 and would sell it for $18.95. Cheryl says I'd pick this up for $7 and sell it for $22. Anyone else? Angie says I would pick this up for $2 and sell it for $18. Anyone else would like to take a guess? Again, this one did sell on a 35% off sale that I was running on Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, and I had to end it because I didn't realize that some of my stuff was in it. Well, Papa, hello, good morning, and welcome, and how have you been? Good to see you. Welcome. Yes, it's been a long time. Good to see you. Welcome. You know, I'd love to get you on the Monday night. If you can email me when you're available for Monday night. We do a Monday night wind down where we bring guests on. I would love to have you on there for about postcards. That would be cool. All right, so this one I picked up at Retail Arbitrage on clearance at Marshall's for $2. This one did sell. It been listed for a while. This one was 35% off, and I sold it for $12.99. Yeah, that'd be great for you to be on about postcards. Don't forget this Monday coming, we'll have Al's Full Shelf Shop where we're going to be talking about homemade pet food for your pets. All right, this next item, somebody in the chat may recognize who I bought it from because they're here in the chat. This is a vintage Chinese boy riding green dragon, hand-painted red flower pot. Here's the pictures. Now, when I looked this one up, when I listed it, a lot of the ones that I saw at the time did not have the red paint on it anymore. A lot of the red and the black came off. I still had it on this one. And yes, I bought it from somebody who's in this chat. There's the little potting plant in the back of it. It does sit up straight. There's the designs on the back of it. I love the piece. It was nice. There's the bottom of it. This was about a 9 1/4 inches tall by 6 7/8 wide and about 3.5 inches wide or deep. And the pot itself was 3.5. No, 3 inches. There was some crazing on it, but that's it. So would you buy this or would you leave it? If you were to buy it, how much you think it pay? How much would you pay for it, and how much you think it sold for? Thank you, Popeye. Robert says, leave it for Johnny. Too fragile for me. Miss Carol says, pick this up for $10 and sell it for $25.69. Miss Regina says, pick this up for $10 and sell it for $65. Angie says, I would pass. Miss Denise says, leave it. Now that she's answered, this came from Miss Denise, by the way. I bought this from Miss Denise. Yeah. On one of her auctions. Anyone else? I can't run that thought of scanner, so I leave it. Okay. And nothing wrong with that. Yep. I love it. You can't run. That's an OP. Yes, it was. And I'll tell you, this one sold on eBay, and I can tell you when I listed it, because I listed it right after I got it from you. Yeah, I understand that one. You can't scan this one. Again, Al says pick this up for $10 and sell it for $83. This one I picked up from Miss Denise, Daisy's Creations, on one of her YouTube online auctions. I paid $8 for this one. I had it listed for $58, and I'll show you in a few seconds. I had it listed for $59.25. Someone sent me an offer and said, would you take $50? And you know what I told them? I'll let you have it with no problem. And I sold it for $50. And this one, I actually listed this on May 28th of 2025 this year. I bought it from Ms. Denise in May. And when I got it, I listed it. And I listed it in May, and it just sold for $50. Somebody sent me an offer, and I'll let them have it with no problem. And that concludes this week's Great Sale. John is so happy. Well, thank you. And I love that. Let me get this over here. Take that one off. So yeah, don't be afraid to buy stuff like this. And I packed it up with foam, bubble wrap, you name it. And it was floating inside of the middle of a box. Yep. So that's what that one sold for, $50. Remember, we do this every Friday. So if you would like to be part of it, don't forget you can start sending me things starting today in my email at CajunRootsReseller@gmail.com. And just put in the subject line that it's for would you buy it or would you leave it? And I would be glad to add it. And I do store it if it comes in early before Friday at 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will then add you to the lineup. Just make sure you do send it to me in an email with the link. And of course, in the email, make sure you include how much you paid for it. Where did you buy it? If you know how long it took to sell. And if you took an offer, what was that offer for? So let me go ahead and start. Don't forget to drop your links to platforms you sell on. While you're doing that, I'm going to be dropping links because Jennifer never drops her own. And here is her. Yes, please don't forget to hit the thumbs up. It'd be greatly appreciated. There's Jennifer's YouTube channel. Here is her Etsy store. And put in the chat if you know why I keep getting y'all to drop links to your platforms you sell on in the chat. I actually started that October 1st. There's a reason for it. I do that every year. All right, there is her, buy her a milkshake, fourth quarter. That's right. Support other resellers. That's right. I got to get that video done again this year. I just haven't had time. I don't think I did it. Did I do that last year? I think I did. All right, the link to come on up is in the chat. If you would like to come on up and promote your channel, you're more than welcome to do that. If you have anything special going on this weekend, and Jennifer's been dropping your links to your channel, but if you have anything special, yep, support another reseller this holiday season. There is the book press. Patrick, that picture is great for a Halloween display. Yeah, you're right about that. That was pretty cool, though. And if anybody has anything special going on this weekend, please make sure to let us know. Also, don't forget to check out the community post. I did post this past week. The link to the picture. I always do like a thumbnail of the dates, shipping by dates for the holidays. If you want to copy it and ship it and put it in your community tab, you're more than welcome to do that. I also posted it in the Facebook group. Also, if you are a part of this community and you would like to do a uploaded video for the Reseller Community Shop Hop, on December 27th, I do have 4 spots left. Make sure you email me at CajunRootsReseller@gmail.com and put Shop Hop in the subject line. Several Whatnot train sales and other shows coming up. Make a deal with me with one on this Sunday. Ooh. All right, let me get these links and save my reminders. Notification is set. Because if I don't set them, I forget them. And then I don't get the notifications. And Popeye has one on Whatnot. Am I following you on Whatnot? I'm about ready to find out. Yeah, I'm following you. But I'm going to bookmark that one. There we go. I got it bookmarked and I am following you, Popeye. Sabrina from Simon Says. I haven't seen her in a while. Let's make a deal on the Sunday. I have it bookmarked. My authors are very excited about the December show. Awesome, Jay. I'm glad you're part of it. On my comments separately, it's Sabrina's from Simon Says. Let's make it. Okay. Stacy May, hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome. So again, we do this every Friday. Would you buy it or would you leave it? It's just a game we play before you go out sourcing on the weekends. Would love to have you send me those items that you sell so I can add you to the show for next week. Make sure it's in my inbox by 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. She had some family stuff going on and wasn't on. Okay. That'll explain why I wasn't getting anything for her. I understand that. That is awesome, Stacy May. Well, everybody, it's getting to that time. Don't forget to leave your comments after the show has ended. Remember, if you leave a comment in reference to something we discussed or talked about in the live show, it gets you an entry to the Moon Pie Box giveaway on the first Monday of each month. Remember, it's one comment per video per person, but you can make as many comments as you would like on all the different videos on this channel. And don't forget, you can also make comments on any videos that I put out on the Cajun Roots Resellers Adventures channel, which is now my first channel that I started with on the 28th of 2018, November 28th of 2019, 6 years ago this month. You can make comments on those as well and get yourself entered into, it's monthly, for the entry. So as I say before I end each and every show, if you have any questions or concerns or you have anything you would like to discuss with me or have any questions, you're more than welcome to join me after the show is over. That link is still at the top of the chat. So as I say before I end each and every show, love always, love is always free. Please be kind to one another till we meet into another chat. Have a blessed and fabulous day until we meet again later. Peace out. And y'all come back now, you hear?
First in the mornings, originally from the Bayou State of Louisiana, here at Cajun Roots Reseller, you make me an offer and I'll take it. You got the dollars, go see Johnny, he's got it all. Let him have it with no problem. See the special man. See the special man.